Land of the Dendro Archon. Whoa! Oh, the background changed. I can actually see different scenery. Look at that! Oh! Sumeru! Oh, look at you! I'm on my way! Oh! Wow! There it is! Man! Feels so weird. It's like over there's Mondstadt, over there's Leeway. It's just like right over here is Sumeru. Oh. There's the Archon. There's the Okay, so Kusanali's like a different Archon from the original Dendro. Like she's the newer one, not new, but she's a new Archon. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this part done. Yeah, let's do this first.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah!
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother.
Yeah.
But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Sounds like a plan.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things.
Right, yeah, I gotta unlock the Statue of the Seven.
Even
And I
if
gotta
we
unlock
can't
all these
see
new
exactly where
Sumeru
the
powers
city is,
for Dendro.
at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Okay. And so it begins. Oh!
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
Hello.
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers.
But that's half of the fun, Paimon.
Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Hello there. Oh, okay.
What's going on here? There's no
Rude.
way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Or maybe there's a reason she ignored us.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her.
Paimon, we need to stop with the stalking.
When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Alright, but we still need to get that statue. Through the mist and smoke and forest and... Yeah, through there.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
I'm gonna see if I can get that statue. Ooh, toucan! Look at you, you're so cute. World opens itself before those with noble hearts. Wow. Oh, it's like so cool seeing this map get filled out. This area, I had nothing about this area for so long. Gandharva Hill. Okay. Oh, so cute. Shrooms, Paimon. I saw 'em. What are you talking about? You mean cabbages? Can I get Dendro powers? Resonate with Dendro. Yeah, it looks like it's Little Lord. Alright, Essence of Flora. Let's see what I got here. Whew! Well, that's beautiful. I like that already. It's not gonna be powerful, but it'll be something.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
She's right there.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
I think she's having an experience, maybe. I don't know. A lot of people did in the 70s.
What should we do now?
She's having her Dendro time. Paimon. Maybe we shouldn't bother her.
It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
No.
Oh.
Careful, Paimon.
What a lovely smell.
You're gonna get
Coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Paimon? Oh no, it's already gotten to you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Huh? What's the matter?
What is it?
You don't look too good.
That smell, something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
It's weird. Gotta get us out of here. Wait. Oh no. No, no, no! What's happening?
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
I've only been here for like 5 minutes and I've already gotten, like, drugged. This is different. Oh man, I'm totally tripping. Okay. I can't do anything. Good lord. I don't even hear a voice. I think I hear it now. No, I'm seriously just tripping. What the heck is going on here? It's the Elden Ring tree. Oh! There we go. There we go. Man. What is happening? Did I really need to walk 5 feet for this cutscene?
The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Cully!
Oh, are you awake now?
Hey!
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Yeah, I'm alive. I was muted, man.
Well,
I'm not.
we're at... good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
Yeah, what's going on? What is this?
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations.
Cool.
My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Thank you for the help.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
This taste in my mouth, it's so bitter.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
Okay.
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Great. Man, I am not used to this world. The drugs in this world are not good.
Whoops!
Kale, okay?
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Hello. Tignari?
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Ugh.
I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Some Sumeru outfits, too. Hi.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Weird.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
Yeah, what was that?
It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Oh, so it's like a knockout, kind of. Kind of helps you chill and sleep. Okay.
That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it all makes sense, but why me specifically? I know I'm different, but is there a reason for these select few?
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences?
Oh,
or did
yeah.
you see
extremely.
anything while unconscious?
A lot of things, yeah. I saw a tree. I went to Elden Ring for a little bit.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Great.
If you're skeptical,
I mean, I know I'm not
have a
really
whiff of
in great
this.
shape, but what?
Oh, are you okay?
No, don't do that! Not
You're
again.
experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
So I gotta get used to the drugs around here. Great.
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky.
Great.
For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
Fair enough. All right.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Okay.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right.
Yeah, me having allergies is not a problem I was expecting to have in this world.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
We have been waiting for Sumeru for a long time, Paimon, almost a whole year, or maybe even. But now I'm not just gonna let a little allergy stop me.
Hey! Are you even listening
feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird. What I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
There was something. I'm not sure. There was something. Ground with a red sky. Conria? Maybe?
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about if he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
I don't think that's the case. He's probably telling us the truth of what's going on with me.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
Yeah, let's figure things out real quick.
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Cully, let's ask her.
Good idea. Kali's pretty friendly. We can ask her
She's
tomorrow
sweet.
about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Yeah.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kali.
Okay, fine, Cully.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Oh, Cully.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Much. Is there something you can help with?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today?
Walking.
Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Alright, I already been there, but nice to actually get to...
Paimon, traveler, this way!
On way.
You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
New cooking!
The Statue of the
Cooking
Seven
food!
is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Yep.
It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
No need to worry, I'm a terrific climber.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Don't worry. I learned how to glide from Amber.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
It was the Greater Lord Rika Devata.
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Rukkhadevata and Kusanali.
Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone.
Oh.
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Sounds like exactly what happened to Ryan Makoto.
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
Newly born.
To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
No.
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then don't worry. We understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh, 100% we know Amber. She was our first friend.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Outrider Amber of the Knights of Favonius? Avid glider from Mondstadt?
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Glad to see you're better.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Amber. I'm trying to think of the last time she was actually in. We talked to her. It wasn't. The only one I can think of is Eula's event or Eula's quest, but. Oh no, yeah, Eula, the Albedo event too.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet.
That is 100%
You
true.
can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Aww.
Sorry.
Huh?
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
No, not at all.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you.
Yeah.
So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yeah.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust.
And
Really.
me trust you, you sweet, adorable little thing.
I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's
You don't
alright.
need it.
You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon? So that's why you're here.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
That man's right, we're friends.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Will do.
I'm not a very good climber, so I'll just let you handle the statue.
Yeah, you just need more stamina, you'd be a great climber.
I'll go check the facilities up ahead. By the way, once we're done with our work here, would you like to chat some more?
Indeed.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
It's a very small.
she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
She's not that small, so it might be Greater Lord. But it could be Lesser Lord.
You might be right. The statue does look kinda old.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
I was wondering the same thing too, like who's gonna be on the statue if there's
Paimon
two
will fly up and take care of the
archons.
top and you clean everything below.
They're not twins. Nice and
Nice
shiny.
work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing.
No, we just zip
Let's take a
zap
little
zoom.
break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Cool.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
That sounds cute.
Whoops!
No!
Ah, no, you dropped it on the ground.
It's okay, you got 5 seconds. Paimon, eat it!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime.
Yes!
I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Awesome. Is this gonna be our healing food or our resurrection food?
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
Way to call it out, Paimon.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission.
Yeah, he seems a bit... Well, with you.
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
I have restraint for you, Paimon.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That does sound like something. Speaking of ears, I really want to pet them. It's one of those like... Oh.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
I was carried by Tainari. Huh?
Paimon's still kinda
Tainari.
upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Okay, understandable.
Don't laugh.
I mean, okay, I
Paimon was
understand.
genuinely concerned about you.
I agree. You know what, Paimon? That's understandable as concerned. Every time I pass out, I'm nearly about to die. First ball, and then, you know, Scaramouche.
Hey! Now even Collie's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some primordial wrath! No! Don't touch me!
What are you doing, Paimon? Oh. Collie?
Oh, sorry, Collie. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
It's okay.
Collie, are you okay? What's the matter?
It's only Paimon.
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
Oh, I really want to just... Well, I do, but I don't think it would help.
Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
It's like, I want to give her a hug, but she does not. She has a bubble that you do not want to get close in on. An understandable one.
Huh? What was up with Collie just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
I am dead on my feet.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
That's right.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Collie by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
I mean, we were in our room.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Collie?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Oh, that really got her,
You mean
did it?
she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself.
What's really wrong with Collie?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere.
Let's not do this right
Kale
here.
just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Yeah.
So, just to
Where it gets
clarify,
round.
what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to.
Okay.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Collie? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Yikes.
That sounds terrifying.
Lose control over their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because
correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Gotcha. So is there any cure for this?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Dottore.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them.
Very much so.
That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Yeah.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
How is her condition now?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Very well.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Okay.
I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh. Aimer?
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
On it.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari,
we-
why don't you let us
Yeah,
help
we
you?
can help. We got power.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
We gotta learn.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Well,
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
yes. Hello, hi, me who fought God.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about me.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
I even already got Dendro.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me.
What about Paimon, though? Paimon seems to also not be affected by a lot of this.
We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Yeah, wait, Paimon, what? We need to talk about you.
Oh, look!
Yeah, the
Those
plants here look
have
dead.
withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gotcha, let's do this.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
This? Oh, something.
Scatter!
Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Collect. Okay, collect Dendro. Okay. Gotcha. Oof. Oof. Oh, that hurt. Run. Okay, I see what they mean now.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Okay. Gonna have to deal with a lot of those, aren't we?
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
We aren't done with this. There's still more of this, and it's probably increasing.
It's that obvious, huh? All right, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there no way to permanently get rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
Oh, it's abyss.
By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, I haven't.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Wait, is that what I saw?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yeah.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Spreading and extending massive cavern. Sounds like what I saw when I lost consciousness. Yeah.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Yeah, that does kind of collect memories.
The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
You mean it's sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Right.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
It could have gone better.
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's a bird.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hypatia? Hypatia?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Those are words, Paimon. Those are how words are spelled, written.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help.
Really?
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon,
She needs
Traveler,
to
could you two bring
stop
these to
with
her?
this. She needs to stop. She needs to get some help.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
That's a good point, yeah.
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
It's a light and refreshing fragrance. No unusual feelings this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy?
I think I'm good.
But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainar?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat.
Okay.
Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was it that I saw?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Let people forget me. Was that the Greater Lord trying to get people to stop? Oh.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others.
Gotcha.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here.
Okay.
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
What's that sound? Is it okay in here? Hypatia? Oh, God! Hypatia! What the? Hi! Friend? Don't tell me I got knocked out too, did I? Did I get slurped into another past memory?
There you are.
What?
Hypatia, are you alright?
I hope. Her food's all gone. She looks famished.
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Yeah. Wait. That was a fast change. What just happened? That is not...
Hot things out here end up looking like this. What happened? And where are we?
Relax, Paimon.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Okay, it's okay, Paimon, we're tripping balls. What? Is this what this place looked like before, now? Like in the past? Oh, great, a door of resurrection.
Wow, this place is huge.
Yeah.
Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Sorry, little shrooms. You gotta die.
Germinate!
Okay, this might be the most powerful traveler so far. It's not even boosted traveler. Whoa! Investigate the Quint. This isn't a room? This is... Now where am I?
Huh?
What is going on?
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
These drugs hit hard. Oh man, I really probably should have explored this area. Like this was in Azuma, it feels a little bit. Oh, now we're back. Woo! I'm a Sealy or a crystal fly. What am I? What is? Whoa! I'm just in awe. Good, bad, 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 bad.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
No, I'm doing fine, Paimon. Look at me. Do you see that? Oh, got it. I got this. Oh. Oh God, I'm seeing it, aren't I? I can taste purple. Whoa! Okay, that actually threw me for a loop. That actually like tripped me up. Whoa. I'm not on anything at all, and I'm feeling weirded out. I don't know what that was supposed to do. In fact, did that do a good or bad? Okay, under all the pollen. Oh.
Well. Looks like we meet again.
Are you from Dainsleif's Quest? Like way back when?
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Are you the one that met with my brother?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
Okay, well, time to have some fun.
Shine down.
I'm a lot stronger than I was last time. I know what to do.
Feel this ancient power.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Come into being.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Why is your shield not going down? Alright. Cheater.
Propagate.
Burst forth.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We've faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
He's cheating. That's what's wrong.
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
My journey will not end here. I still must find my brother.
Your brother? Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
I think I'm in denial.
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon.
I'm not so sure about
The
that.
bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Uh-huh, yeah, sure. Very well then. I'll show you what for. What? That's how we ended? Wait. I was dreaming with Paimon, but... is Paimon with me or not?
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
Oh, you were not with me.
Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Oh no, I've actually ruined the food this time. I can't see Hypatia must give me kind of a shock.
Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment.
Okay, so I was tripping.
Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Yeah, let's cook her something. Fruit juice, nice.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Nope, it's me. New friend.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Here you go.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit.
Yeah.
It was already here when we arrived.
Oh, maybe the little critters brought it.
We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
It's the little round creature?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Oh. So I tell her about my tripping.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying.
Yeah.
I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here.
We ran into an abyss herald.
You needn't
You
worry.
were there, and you weren't,
I mean,
but
you
it
know
turns out
harm.
you were not there. It was
They
just my
only dragged you
imagination.
into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
It freaked out and knocked you into, drugged you.
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later, and they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them, but I never would have expected them to save me.
What fascinating creatures.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
We should feed you first.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later.
Don't know what's your attitude, Paimon, but I understand.
Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame
That's a bit
and a
much.
radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Avidya. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
That was a long time ago then. Okay, time to cook you something.
Are you already finished cooking?
Yeah, guess I am.
Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn Ale for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
I just walked in, smelled some smoke, and then suddenly I started tripping and I saw trees.
So
And I heard the voice of God.
incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn Ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions.
I just got like overdosed.
Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered.
Yeah.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn Ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
What mystery about the starry sky?
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects.
You know, we haven't had a night without no moon.
However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Right.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes.
Why?
Well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from Arnara.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming.
But you're still dreaming.
I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But
That's
then,
just weird.
on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
Great.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
So basically, everyone in Sumeru can't trip.
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
I think I know.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thanks, Hypatia. I wish you luck in your endeavors.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Yeah.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Okay.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me.
About dreams.
Even though that little neighbor of mine was able to induce a state of dreaming, I doubt they were able to control the actual contents of the dream. The end of your dream seemed quite terrifying. Perhaps there's something that's troubling you deep inside? Not to worry, though. I'm sure you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way in the real world.
Yeah.
As someone from Sumeru who cannot dream, I needn't ever worry about nightmares. But lately, I've started to feel that I'm somehow missing something without dreams. It's a little hard to explain. Sumeru researchers use Spirit-born Ale to assist them in connecting with Irminsul to extract knowledge from it. Though the process can be risky, we believe that the knowledge gained is worth it. Unfortunately, I cannot help you understand your dream. At least not yet. I'm still learning how to attune to the depths of Irminsul myself. I hope that I'll be able to ascend past Satyavada life and gain deeper insights. I've heard local children here in the rainforest speaking of fairy-like creatures. But I'm from Sumeru City and have never heard of such things when I was a child. Perhaps this is because I had a very strict upbringing. My parents would seldom allow me to play with other children. I doubt they'd ever believe me if I told them about my little neighbor out here. And speaking of my little neighbor, I think they can somehow sense when Tighnari is coming to visit me. I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason. Shortly after they do this, Tighnari always shows up here. Perhaps I should ask Tighnari about this the next time I see him. Take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
I hope to see more of you in the future. You're a nice NPC.
Think about it, Tighnari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tighnari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation.
Is it just a visit, or is it actual, like, to join? Because you've already refused their joining things many times.
I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead. Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
Oh, no, yeah, that's no problem.
If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
That's not good. Weird, but okay.
Tighnari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
Pretty well.
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that
That
she's
is
safe
a
and
word for
sound.
it.
She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Yep.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Okay.
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
We need to say goodbye to Kali.
Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Thanks for being an interesting host, Tainari. And Kali and everybody. This has been a nice introduction. Much better than my, than all the busy work I had to do getting into Inazuma.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
We'll be back to see you soon.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
Yeah, we can be 100% with each other.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
Yeah, what's this?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
No.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
Food-
Now we
food's
can eat
important.
those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
All right. See ya.
I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there. Kinda hard to believe that Master Tainari can cook, isn't it? His culinary techniques are very polished, but his taste is a little, unusual. It's not really his fault, though. The last time I went a little too heavy on the spices for my pita pockets, Master started having a sneezing fit. Of course, I never heard the end of it after that. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there. I'm much better now. Even though I'm not quite ready to help Master clear the Withering Zones yet, there is still... Oh, and Traveler? If you ever see Amber again during your travels, please don't mention my illness to her, okay? Amber knows about my case of Elazar and what's happened in my past, but I haven't told her about my condition getting worse. I guess I just don't want her to worry about me. If the need arises, I'll tell her about it myself.
All right, we understand, Kale.
I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there.
Goodbye, Holly.
See you later. Be sure to come back often. Even though Master didn't admit it, I'm sure he wants to see you again.
To Sumeru! Down to the Dendro Archon! Oh. Here we go.